Kemsel.
Who are you?
I am helping you guys review the multifamily project. I guess I'm sort of
Yes, sir.
stepping in for Mike
Yes,
today.
Right.
This is
I
Peter
forgot.
Sorgi, he's the attorney for
Oh,
the
yeah,
applicant.
yeah, yeah. Here you go, Jeff.
Jay.
Hey, Jay, guys.
I caught the guy from Boston Youth Soccer, if he said if he could just mention it.
Oh, yeah.
Who's on health?
You can sit here, we can,
Who's on
we only got one
health?
up here
for employees?
Yeah.
Healthcare Councilman Conlon, our town attorney, our acting
Well-
town clerk. So we.
I don't think Mike's gonna be here. Where does he usually sit?
Mike,
Mike
I'll be
right
over
over
there,
there.
but Patty Maxwell's gonna be here
Okay.
sitting in for him.
All right.
Let me get you guys some
Anywhere.
chairs.
Sure.
So Blue Cross and Blue Shield at this
What have you
end.
been up to, man?
There's our premium increase.
But I am not doing what they did last year, where if we signed it early, then those guys lost the $250.
Right, lost the,
You're asking us why we're delaying these loans. We're like, the bank's not asking us for
what's
anything.
this still doing here? Aren't you done?
I mean, they don't understand.
It should be done now.
It's just getting started.
Yeah.
Dig deep.
I'm just waiting for Zach and Patty. Dawn.
Bob, here's this, this tower thing. Printed this out for you, just shows, yeah, for you to take a look at and see what you think.
It's still in the
You know,
same
there's your
house.
building, this is what they
There
provided
was
to me.
already-
I'm only responsible for town property, the other places that they wanna throw these towers up all over
No,
the place.
it has nothing to do with
Nothing
us.
to do with me.
I coach soccer and I play soccer, so.
I may be able to, you either play at 6 or 7:15. After
So it's this south building, this is a regular building, so they.
But the 7:15 game, I get to.
Looks like they wanna put it off the corner there, call it an easement out of your building for power.
Expressway, one game there.
Their kids travel.
The gas pumps are.
Hi, Patty. How you feeling?
Where do you wanna go?
Howdy, miss.
Thank you, Patty.
We'll be here for you.
Well, you know.
Jack.
My old
Thank you
one's
for
only
coming in.
6.
I appreciate it.
We're in Delaware.
I don't know, and I'll find that out now. I haven't emailed her.
Friday nights and Saturday mornings, we're there.
I had double knee replacement.
But we got a babysitting problem. We got
Yeah,
11
you know, somebody said you were maybe gonna do that, I didn't know you actually pulled the trigger.
No one talked me out of it before.
Yeah, that's, you should have.
Three
Both at the same time.
We had a beer and just solved that problem.
Can you stay up for after for a little bit?
Yeah.
I
guess it's good.
Phillips.
Oh, Manny, I went to high school.
Sunshine, better than the last 6 months of
Ron, you
rain.
need to sit here.
Exactly.
Overworked,
underpaid.
Phillips, I know my Phillips need.
My oldest goes to Homestead.
Oh, is it really?
Marty?
Elementary
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, Manny Phillips is a good name.
So no,
Real person,
Applied my son,
all rough,
he
but right to the point.
He didn't get it.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
Now,
well,
I mean,
That's super much.
I think I've talked to him a total of,
to,
10 minutes each time that I've met him once
No,
before the
we're just
surgery.
for cost. I
5
didn't know
minutes
that
I
I
came
knew.
in to say hello before the surgery and 5 minutes
And I'm the
after.
president of the board of the
Right,
school.
and you have vivid memories of
Planning
that.
board's decision
Preston.
about North
I remember he was
Carson
there.
and.
Who did it?
That's awesome.
Who did the surgery?
Smile, Tool, you're on TV.
I figure we can
My
technically.
communication is where-
You don't like it, sort of. You don't like it. Is Jimmy Olsen there?
I'm out of office playing with these tools.
Oh, no, it's gonna
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Just,
Ran for.
Where's Zuckerberg? Zuckerberg's not here today?
It's like 80 grand.
Going on something new?
Thinking about it.
Your wife called to see if I'm on the video tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach is enlightening you why you're just getting it right now.
yeah, we got these statements here, the process going on here, and telling the zoning board what to do.
Yeah, that's.
The reason you're, Zach, why are they all getting this right now?
So Thelma asked me to bring this down, she had taken it over to the clerk's office sometime in May to be put on this agenda, and it obviously did not make it. So that's why we are getting it down now.
There's a surprise.
Okay, we got a lot to go over tonight.
I
So,
would agree with you.
I wanna go through
Looking
it.
dapper there,
Thank you,
Councilman.
sir, very appreciate it, man.
I wanna go through this stuff first, and then we gotta go into all this other.
Do we have packets?
Yep.
Thank you, sorry.
I don't,
You're right.
I don't use paper.
Save that tree.
You're all digital?
Nothing stops in there.
I need to get a little iPad.
Minutes, because there's no minutes, because there were none typed up, so there's no minutes for
Does
this
the
one.
clerk abandon her job on May 8th?
Yep, so there's no minutes, guys, for this meeting. Did you guys look over the bills, any issues, any problems, anybody?
Quick glance on the computer.
Yeah, I have not had a time to go through them in full yet, I would like to.
Okay, well, Jason, you just take them and you guys can go through them. All the correspondence from the town of Orchard Park, town of Newstead, tax collection of Erie County, correspondence from ZBA, public hearing for 6x4 Four-Lane and Ludon, that we just received and filed. Legislator Mills wants to do an update first, which we can,
No,
Oh, well, first of all, on the correspondence that are just, on the two ZBA hearings, there are going to be people here tonight.
Without a doubt.
Bringing that up.
Ludon has to be voted on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, but
yeah, but I know that because they were under correspondence, we received and filed, but
Oh, no, I
people
understand.
are, I
I'm
know
just
they're
saying.
gonna be here about that pool,
I have
Right.
pictures.
so.
But it's not even on the agenda here to vote on the 6493 Ludon, the second accessory building.
It's attached to the inside of the folder.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, yeah, oh, to vote on it, I see what you're saying, Jeff, sorry.
Yeah, that has to be voted on, it should be under preliminary or,
or new business.
Jay, is
It
it
should have
mine?
been under new business.
yeah,
This
Either-
is
either or.
the pool.
Mhm.
no, that's the
No.
second accessory building.
Yeah,
Oh, second
this
accessory
This is,
building.
this is a garage.
And we'll talk about that with Patty after we go through this.
Okay.
So Legislator Mills just wants to give an update, application for use of facilities.
Mills is coming to talk tonight?
Zach, you wanna take the first one? Jay, you wanna take 3 and 4, cause it's a youth soccer?
Sure.
Live entertainment from Cousins.
I can do that too. You don't want me to
You,
do
yeah,
that, right? Or you want?
He's my cousin, but
Oh, okay, yeah,
I can
no,
vote on that.
yep.
Maplewood Cemetery Association requests assistance.
He also gave you a letter of appreciation.
Did you look at that, Don?
No, I didn't. I got the letter saying, they thank you for doing all the work there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
there's a
did.
thing
I
in
got
there.
that letter, but I didn't see another one.
I didn't see a different request for assistance.
What kind of assistance do they want?
The continued assistance.
Maybe they were thanking, that's all I seen, the only letter I seen is they were thanking the
Yeah.
highway department for, you know,
They think highway, they think parks,
Yeah.
they think
Yeah.
the town in general, yeah.
Mhm.
okay,
I don't know there was a specific request for additional assistance, but
all right,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
the
grateful for
letter.
your approval of these services.
Yeah.
I
So
got
not
it.
requesting item.
I don't see that.
I know she had a tree branch come down and she needs it picked up and cleaned up, so, but it's
Yeah,
up
always
by the
have that.
road, it's up by the road, you just gotta pick it up.
And, you know, you always give me assistance where we mow the
Well, we
lawns
do
and
whatever we
plow
can.
and stuff, okay.
No, we don't mow the lawn.
Well, not mowing lawns, but plowing and whatever else we can.
he was out, I think he was him out there the other day.
Yeah, he's very.
So when that
Yeah,
comes up,
it was like
Bob,
the first-
I will,
The first day it didn't rain.
just ask you first if
He
you
was
want
out
to give
there,
it
and
the
then
normal
like 2
assistance
days
we always
later,
do,
I
if you
think he
don't,
had
we'll
to
take
get
a
the
vote
blades
on
in
it.
it all
I
the
mean, we
way
used
up.
to
so
when they're
that
digging
thing
graves
was
once in a
down.
while with our
So
little
back
truck
a
to
couple
get in
days
there, we
later.
help them haul the dirt away and
Okay.
basically that and plowing the snow is the two major things we do for them.
Okay,
Plow the snow on the sidewalks.
okay. The annual financial report. Under old, I'll do that.
There he is.
Under
Money
old under old business, we do request to establish lead agency for environment review project and pursuit to seeker, a proposed mixed-use project for Boston State Road. So I'll go. Jeff, you wanna take that one, but I'll go into what Jim Hannon, did you guys get the emails?
Yeah, I read throughout everything from all the
Okay.
agencies, and I don't see an issue with that project at all.
No.
This is a bedroom community.
No.
Those folks want C2 use, they could have a truck stop put in there. How about that?
Yeah. I
With
know.
diesel trucks running and drugs and prostitution. You know, that's what C2, you know, this short-sighted planning board is just, I just don't understand it. This is a beautiful project. DOT said we could restripe the lane. But we've got our guys right here that know all about it. I don't know why I'm preaching it. I'm all for it. It's a great project.
Flower cemetery, Bob. We pick up the leaf piles.
We do that.
Okay, all right. That's not an issue.
Not a problem.
Oh, yeah, sure. I
So,
did a draft resolution for you, if you want it, for declaring lead agency status.
Absolutely. Perfect.
yeah, Jim had no problems.
Hey, Terry, Bob, I don't know, you want it? Benny, whatever? Or me? I don't know. That's all right.
You can-
Here,
I don't need.
Jason, would you please give that to Joe?
I got it.
Just do this one.
Sorry.
Do you wanna take a minute with these guys, Marty?
Yep, go ahead, you guys can come up.
Perfect. For those of you who I didn't meet at the meeting in May, I'm Corey Auerbach. I came and spoke to you guys about the seeker process, about how procedurally the proposed project will work through the town code. I spoke with Jim Hannon, I spoke with Mike Kobioka. The resolution that I prepared for you is a standard form resolution where the town, having submitted lead agency solicitation to all the interested and involved agencies, the 30-day period having run, you're now in a position to declare yourself lead agent for purposes of undertaking the State Environmental Quality Review Act review. One minor procedural issue in your code, the code states that the planning board is supposed to provide a report to the town board memorializing their recommendation. Now, I received today from the town planner, Sarah Desjardins, the minutes, which are draft minutes of the last planning board meeting, which I believe was May 9th, which do set forth in some detail the purpose of their resolution. The code specifically states that the town board can't hold a public hearing until you receive that report. The applicant's attorney, who I spoke with earlier today, who's here, I think he can speak for himself, but they asked,
Doing well.
they asked if the town board would schedule the public hearing. It's at the town board's pleasure whether you wish to do that or whether you wish to wait for the planning board to formalize a report to you, which
This is it, isn't it?
the
Did you
plan.
not get a copy of this, or is this
This
not
is
it?
what he received.
No, only thing I received was the draft minutes from the May 9th planning board meeting.
Is that what you read?
They made the following statement of motion.
I believe this is their report.
No, I haven't seen this, but this is sufficient, it appears to be sufficient for purposes of compliance with the code. I'm not speaking to what it says in here, I just mean,
Right, no, I didn't mean to
Procedurally-
catch you off guard either, this is.
no, I've never seen that, but.
Yeah, there's.
The only prerequisite before you schedule the public hearing is that, I'm sorry, before you hold the public hearing, is that you receive the report from the planning board. If you've received that, and it's the board's pleasure, you may schedule a public hearing on the rezoning according to law. So I'm not telling you to take any specific action.
Happy with this?
Yeah. I'm just telling you that if you wish to, you can.
Yeah, shoot for the.
Did you see the recommendation
please.
from Mr. Hannon too? You had that, you were in that email?
I don't believe I was.
Okay. The recommendation from Jim Hannon was, spoke to Corey and I spoke this morning, we agreed that a comprehensive advisory report from the planning board should be prepared and submitted to the town board pursuit of town code section 123-178.
Yes, I did see that, and I concurred with that,
Okay.
and it appears maybe that that's now been done.
Well, I don't have, he has no problems us taking lead agency.
It is unfortunate that planning board meeting on May 9th, here we are on June
So,
7th,
We
and we're
can
just seeing this.
schedule, I don't have a problem scheduling a public hearing, doesn't mean we can't cancel the public hearing.
Yeah.
This way, this can go to the town engineer and everything. We can schedule it tonight,
There'd be no reason to ever cancel.
You're gonna advertise, it's gonna cost you to advertise, why would you cancel it?
Yeah, there's no reason.
I'm not saying that, I'm saying this way we got a month for Mike and everybody to look at it. We can come in early before the public hearing and do it, and go through everything, and then if there's now a problem. This way we keep it moving smooth. Unfortunately, this sat up in the clerk's office for so long that none of us got a chance to either look at it or read it, or Mike, or anybody.
There is a substantial notice requirement in your code where you've gotta notify specific individuals, and so it'll
Yes.
take some time to make sure that you're in strict compliance with those
We do.
mandates.
Yeah, we send out all the letters to the individual homeowners around it. We
Yeah,
advertise it,
hate to leave that in the hands of
you know,
the secretary.
so,
Well, we can help coordinate, I mean, it's kind of, part of our job is to make sure it's in compliance, we'll coordinate.
It's a lot of work.
Sarah, I'd imagine,
okay.
that's fine, we'll just need to get the names and we can take care of that off the GIS or the tax records.
Right.
Right, the assessor would be very helpful with that.
Right,
She'll be
and then
able
we
to-
can submit it to the town in envelopes, and check it over and
Yep.
send it out.
Perfect, perfect.
We'll take care of that.
What's our statutory, advertising time?
I did not bring that
10
section of
business
code with me,
days,
but
10 business days.
it's kind of plug and play, it's outlined. There's a special notice requirement for amendments to the town code that are memorialized in a letter from the applicant's attorney from early May, which set out accurately, because I've cross-checked them, what the requirements are.
Okay. Any questions, guys?
You want to do a public hearing on a town board day, or you want to pick another day for it? I'd be more than
It's a-
happy to come into that.
It's a month from,
July,
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna have to get all the notifications for the adjoiners together. We'll
July
have
5th, right?
advertise in the paper.
Should be.
It's all 4/16, so, no, but-
So you don't think we can pull it off earlier, is what you're saying? Right.
it takes a while to get everything.
No, no, no,
typed
If
up.
we're
We've done it
handling,
before.
the
Yeah.
handling the notifications to the adjoiners, that's the only delay I would see, getting that stuff out in a timely manner.
And we gotta get it typed up right for the papers to be printed.
Or our acting clerk will do that.
Correct. I mean, it's just another regular old rezone,
Okay.
and the nuts and bolts of it are basic, they're no different than anything
So,
else we've done.
do you guys have any problems with any of this? I mean, we definitely can take secret, our lead agency tonight, and we can set the public hearing, I mean, we got pretty much a month. Maybe just any problems with any of
No, especially, no, you can.
You're working on our behalf.
that? Okay,
Tell us your recommendation.
you're good with that?
Mhm.
Okay.
What I'm here to tell you is you can legally schedule the public hearing if that is your
Desire.
if that is your desire. I try not to tell you what to do, just what you can and can't do.
That's what I'm asking for.
Yeah.
Tell us what we can and can't do.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
if
that's.
we can do it, let's get it done.
Yeah, it sounds like we can.
Yeah.
You may
I
absolutely
mean, this is
schedule
your
the public
report,
hearing.
so
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Sorry.
Oh, nice.
That close too.
Okay, so we're fine with that. but-
One
Cut
time,
away, right?
What's that?
one time we're
You're done having kids, all right?
So July 5th,
We're making a claim, workman's comp.
Right.
7:30 upstairs.
I know a guy.
So, all right, then we'll, based on, you know, you're
And-
the attorney for us.
He's agreeing to help track the noticing, and I'm more than happy to make sure that, I know that there's some issues about internally, the person who may have been doing that, so if,
Oh, there's no issues anymore.
No, Patty was fine with it, she's stepping in for Mike Kay tonight, and I appreciate her coming here, and she's, has no problems with it, either, we can set that. So, we can take lead agency on it and set the public hearing. Okay, thank you, gentlemen, I appreciate your time,
you're welcome.
appreciate your time. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Have a good night.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
So we'll take one of these, right?
For the public hearing,
Yes, sir.
let's just do it right on the board meeting.
Okay.
Let's do it right there.
The 5th?
Yep, and then they make sure all their ducks in a row. Mike Kay will be back Monday, and let them know what we did. And Patty was good with it, and so was Corey over there, so,
We
we're
should
gonna,
just make time schedule with Mike to,
yeah, we'll get, I'll debrief him, debrief him on, you know, what they're gonna handle, and he can start touching base with them all, and then I'll just send the emails out to you guys. So, we gotta go through a few other things. Okay. The gentleman with the accessory barn. The second barn on his property, he's got a shed, he wants to put up another barn. And does not object to granting Mr. Pell an additional accessory building for storage of vacancy for yard equipment was approved by zoning board and appeals on June 5th. So the zoning board of
We're talking about
appeals,
Udon Drive.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Udon Drive.
I don't understand why he doesn't wanna attach it to his house.
He's, I have it in here, I have my zoning board notes. To attach it to his house, I mean, you're only talking a very, very short distance between the house, because I guess what he did was take his garage and make that a living
he's
space.
expanded his
Yeah.
house into the garage.
Yeah,
So,
So
I
that
have
was
the survey, there's not a
caused
lot.
by his own,
Yeah, thanks. There's not much, you know, that space between them.
he also has defaced a survey map, which is against the education law, which I'm sure you're aware of there. Mr.
I didn't call
Maxwell.
him on it, but I figured you'd
So-
notice it.
I would, yeah, I mean, that's just against the law right there.
My
What if-
concern, I think
What's your
that,
No one can
well, no, I
deface the
think
face of a
his,
survey and
his,
stamped by a licensed
his
surveyor
feeling
in
was-
accordance with the
to get, you know, for access to get back to here,
education law.
Right,
as opposed to having to go off the property. I think it was, the reason he was keeping that open was access.
He put
But I will
that in.
tell you
Oh,
that I
yeah,
don't
themselves.
remember
He actually drew
anyone
it.
on the zoning board even asking that question.
Which is very disheartening.
Well, you know,
And I'm
I
sorry,
sit
repeat
here,
that, Patty?
I don't remember anybody on the zoning board asking why he wasn't moving it closer to the house. That question never came up. There, you know, and all I can say to you is that I am there to advise them on what our code provides and procedure. I don't make the decisions, I don't vote.
Yeah.
I can't tell them how to vote, but, you know, some days I shake my head.
so,
My concern is if you keep cookie cuttering our zoning code, we don't need a code.
Right.
And the next guy who comes along and says, I'd like to be 6 inches off the neighbor's property, well, you did it already for this one, and flood your lawsuit.
how
So,
far are they off the property line on this one?
this one is
I think it is something like 6 inches.
Right, look at the map.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm seeing no,
I know that he received a petition from everyone on his street asking if anybody was going to be offended by that. And they all said no, except for one neighbor,
Kirsten across the street.
person across the
appeared.
street,
Jim?
Yes,
Jim.
Jim.
Jim
And,
Kirsten.
had, really, his objections went back to, you know, 20 years ago, or 10 years ago, whatever the guy did, and what the town did with the road.
but he's right near the property, he's 6 inches off the property line.
He is, and
Okay.
what he
Yeah,
kept,
those
what he
people
kept
right there real well.
saying to the zoning
Grabowski's?
board
Well, I
was,
think you know these people real
Well,
well.
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah.
I'm so many feet
That's
from
fine.
the actual paved right, where the paved road is.
Doesn't matter.
So I'm not infringing on anything, and, you know, the way I view it is, it's 6 inches, and someone else is gonna come along and ask.
No, why
for
doesn't he
6
just move it
inches.
over the other way then?
Well, there really isn't, I mean, he's not
I mean,
gonna gain, if he moves it into the house, he's not gonna gain enough to be far enough away.
He's still
from it.
not gonna be within the.
Yeah, he's not gonna be anywhere close to the code, any way you look at it,
No,
unless he moves it all the way in his backyard.
I'm uncomfortable with it.
It seems like it's self-made.
I'm
Well,
uncomfortable.
I think
He
that's,
created it.
I think everything that comes to the zoning board of appeals, in my opinion, is a self-created hardship, absolutely.
Correct. It looks like 90% of the stuff we get.
I want a bigger pool
Really
in my
is.
yard and I live on a postage stamp. Well, that's self-created.
Yeah.
Right. So
Why can't you
this
just
was-
downsize the size of the building?
You can't fit as big huge SUVs in.
It's still not my problem.
You
You're
know.
6 inches off the line.
I mean, his
Mhm.
Chevy Suburban and his GMC.
You know, and I can't, I
And
can
that's
only
a
tell
town
them.
road, right?
Yes, it is.
So, highway,
Well, it's actually, it's closer to
Bill 50 feet
the
up front.
turnaround than it is to anything else, I mean,
Right. But it's not affecting us as far as the turnaround in one bit.
okay.
We don't push snow 20 foot off the pavement on anybody's grass.
Right.
I don't have a problem with it. I don't like the fact he's got the rocks there, but even those are off the road. It's no different than everybody that builds fences on the right of way and put all the other rocks on the right of way and other things. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know the guy, I'm not in favor, but I'm not against it. It's not bothering, as far as it's one of our biggest turnarounds in town. If Chestnut Lane was a quarter as big as this one, I'd be very happy. This is one of the biggest turnarounds that we have. You could turn a garbage truck, school bus, probably
You
a
can-
tractor trailer around.
Yeah, easily turn a school bus around.
Exactly.
Well, I'm gonna go
It's a
back
very
to
large
6 inches.
turnaround.
I,
So I don't have a problem with it,
Multiple
as far
times
as the
a
highway
week.
department.
all right.
It's the precedent that's being set though, because that's the biggest problem, because what happens now, when next time it's a lot with a house next door, right here, and this fellow wants 6 inches off his lot.
Sets precedence.
I agree with
And
you.
that is the issue we gotta put down. This nonsense will get us sued.
I agree with you.
The other one now, and by chance, did you actually get a hold of Kathy, or did you just leave her a
I
message?
emailed her. I
And
left
did
her a
she
phone
respond?
message about something else and I emailed her.
And did she respond or not respond? So she just, stick her head in the sand and pretend.
Maybe
she
she'll,
didn't know
maybe
it.
she'll be up there.
I know. Okay, so, we
It
talked
was
about that.
unanimous.
Yeah, well, man,
I'll put it up there.
They usually are.
People vote how they wanna vote.
Where are we voting on that?
how are we voting?
Where?
What I guess I'm process-wise, I'm
I'm-
missing.
Because it's not,
What did they do the other day?
They granted him a variance,
Okay,
but do you vote
Oh,
on the accessory building?
We vote on the second accessory building.
You have,
And
it's a
that's
second
when we go
accessory,
there.
so.
so they okayed the variance. Okay,
So the
that's-
pool. The pool people.
No,
No,
pool
no,
people.
no,
no,
Lou
no.
This
does
is,
not.
this is Ludon, this is the
Yeah.
building,
Yeah.
So it's a second accessory, so,
right.
So if you have it attached to the garage, it wouldn't be a
Pool
second
6 inches off the
accessory.
line.
no, he's got a shed in the back too.
So if you attach it to the house, though, it wouldn't be a second accessory. though.
Correct.
Correct.
Mhm.
So if you stuck a 2x4 in between it and nailed it together, it'd be attached to the house.
You could downsize the size of it. Be off the lot line. So, okay. All right. I'll put it up there, because we're however you wanna vote.
And then
Against being off, I don't wanna set precedents for anything.
The other one, and I don't know if I told you or didn't tell you, that pool is already in. They installed
I
that
told them.
pool, yeah, and that must have been done yesterday.
Yes, what's today,
So,
Wednesday?
Yes,
Yes,
correct.
because we were there Thursday, he wanted actually Bill to go right to the office and get him his permit.
He got his permit on
Because he-
Saturday.
Yeah, Bill called me on Saturday, the guy was there, because he had ordered the pool. And it was being delivered on Tuesday. So here's,
Yesterday, Tuesday?
yeah, so it's up. Here's what happened there. There was a complaint by letter from neighbors, the Russells, and there were other people present who were not in favor of it. He did tell the board, well, I actually purchased a 21-foot pool, which I could put up without needing any variance, but I really want the 24-foot. And so they said,
See, that's the very definition of a self-created hardship. Now the pool is up, so guess what the town is paying for? We are either paying for lawyers to defend our actions, or we are paying for this fella to take down and replace his pool. But we're paying for both, no matter what we do now. That's incompetence of that board, I'm sorry, that should not have happened.
Because she's gonna file an Article 7A proceeding with the Supreme Court.
And she's,
Or with the Supreme Court to-
seeking counsel fees and everything else. Exactly,
Yeah, she
for
told
that.
me.
So what happens now?
that's the neighbor
if-
in the back. Yeah, she
Donna.
was there.
it's
Not
the
Russell's.
No,
Was it
no, that
Russell's?
was Russell
Oh.
that I
It's Donna.
spoke
Donna's
to,
in
but
Russell's.
she wasn't in town, she
They
submitted
were
the
out of
letter.
town.
Yeah.
this is the one
Right.
right up behind
The
cemetery?
cemetery,
Fairlane
yes.
and Sherwood, right on the corner, the corner.
The
house.
cemetery.
Oh, the corner?
I was gonna say, apparently the cemetery objected,
The
they
cemetery.
sent in a letter too.
Sold a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Moved in
People can't stay.
and are just
They granted her the
proceeding
variance.
to
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Disney World, the place right up.
Yeah.
I think she has to fight it, so.
She's gotta fight it, and she's gotta prove that it was unreasonable on the part of the zoning board.
Exactly.
But it flies in the face of our own rules.
Well, every change they make, every variance they grant, fly in the face of your code. You know, there are some instances where I can see, it's, you know, there's no complaints, and I think that's one of the reasons that they went on the Ludon Drive project.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that
Nobody complained but the guy
makes me-
across the street, who went on
6
and on
inches,
and
you
on
can't.
for an
That's-
hour.
It's just,
And they just began to say, you know, nobody cares, doesn't matter.
Yeah, see, that's not good.
no.
That pool's, my quick view from the road is probably, it's within 6 feet.
It's 5 feet.
Is it 5?
Five.
It looks like they pushed it a little farther.
It's 5 at the 5.
Oh, sort of.
Five.
5 to the property line or 5 to the road?
5 to the property line.
Property line.
But
Where is it?
Road
Is it in
would
the
be just
side?
dangerous.
And
Is
the
it
pump is
inside
right
the
at her
sidewalk?
bedroom window.
Right, you know Donna Russell?
Yeah.
Okay, it is between this house and Donna Russell's house.
corner of Sherwood and.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a map. Oh, is it there? It's probably on my desk.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, she said it's right outside our bedroom window. Oh,
That's, do you wanna listen to that?
No.
Outside your window?
Right.
Only when I'm in Florida.
No. Okay, so we gotta move on to some other stuff. You can stay.
Again, they're defacing a survey, this shouldn't even be accepted.
You can stay.
It needs to be clearer, yeah.
Do you guys have any other questions before I wanna go into executive session?
I've got none.
Okay, I make a motion to go into executive session, all in favor? Nays?
Just what are we doing it for?
We are going into personnel.
Yay.
She's taking notes,